morning, my lovelies. Good morning, guys. I have already had a whole morning. Haven't just woken up. I literally woke up like a zombie. I've eaten breakfast, I've gotten ready, done my makeup, skincare, hair, everything. Dave and his friend are coming to pick me up in a minute so that we can go to the gym. So I'm going to real quick get dressed, and today I am gonna mic up. I wanted to take you guys through like a whole leg day. My leg days have literally always been my biggest roller coaster. I've got really long legs, long quads, and I don't have the biggest glutes, so I've just wanted to try and optimize my leg days, but then I've always hated training legs. So it's been a massive roller coaster over the past couple years. I just can't stick to one thing, but at the moment I'm really in my leg day mojo, as it were. I put some shorts aside that I wanted to wear. Where are they? Aha! I was thinking of wearing these shorts, but then I think I also want to wear some of the new Gymshark stuff. So I definitely want to wear this sports bra. This is the new halter neck one that they have. Love it. And I think that actually kind of goes. Not really. Let's see what else they have. Maybe these two go. These are shorts, or these two. Probably these two, probably the purple one. I'm gonna wear joggers on top anyways, because I always do. Or maybe just black shorts. Oh, I don't like the way that looks. Ew! What? Oh, I literally hate it when this happens. Okay, these two kind of go, don't they? Like the green and the purple. Yeah, I'm gonna wear that. Undies, socks. And I think I'm gonna follow that up with a big ass hoodie. Okay, Google, what's the temperature today?
Today in Chelmsford, expect a high of 22 and a low of 16.
Basically, it's kind of warm. I'm gonna wear this hoodie on top. This hoodie is also this is also new. This is the men's intergalactic range, and I have a size XL because I literally stole it from Dave. Actually, I like the XL. It's really, really big. But XL or L would be good. M would already be too small in terms of it being oversized. Okay, I think that's it. And then I'm gonna take these joggers with me. Okie dokie. I'm gonna go get dressed. I actually love this way more than I did before I put it on. When I saw it, I was like, do you know what? Even if it doesn't look that good, I'm just gonna go with it because I can't be bothered to try and find something that's gonna fit. But I just looked in the mirror and I really like this. So I'm gonna put the hoodie on, and then I'm gonna put my joggers in my bag. See, the hoodie covers everything up anyways, and it is so big. So sometimes when I just want to be completely covered, apart from my legs, I don't care about my legs, I leave it like this, or I tuck it in the back of either my shorts or my sports bra. And there we go. That's that completed fit. Anyways, yeah, I like how big this is. It's really nice. What we're chatting about. Okay, before we head to the gym, I just wanted to really briefly talk about pre-workout. Why I take it every day. Well, people say that it's really not good to take every day. I think it depends on the level of stim that's in your pre-workout. For example, this is Overdrive, this is Dave's pre-workout, and it's got 375 milligrams of caffeine in total. This is Alpha pre-workout, it's got 300 milligrams per serving, but one serving is 2 scoops. For the longest time, all I did was take 1 scoop of this, which is 150 milligrams of caffeine, which is like having a monster, which is I'm pretty sure that's like having a large coffee. How much is gonna fuck you up depends on how high stim your pre-workout is, how much caffeine is in it. Now, I don't think that you should take a full serving of this every day, especially if you're my size, for example. I'm 65 kilos, so I'm not the smallest, but I'm also not the biggest, so I just think that having this every day fucks me up a little bit. Dave has this every single day, and I mean, he's fine, he's alright. Obviously he's addicted to caffeine, his brain is addicted to caffeine, but that's just what comes with it, right? Obviously that's not good. Obviously it's not gonna hit as hard as if you were to only take it, say, once a week. I think it's really just down to personal choice and personal preference, because people really get on my back. They're why do you take pre-workout every day? I don't know, some people wake up and the first thing they drink is coffee. That's caffeine, right? Instead of just waking up and breathing some fresh air first, they just go straight for the coffee. And that's fine. It's your life, it's your body, do what you want with it. But there's a lot of judgment around taking pre-workout every day. And I think it just honestly depends on how much you take. And also, another thing is that if I take pre-workout, I won't have any other caffeine throughout the day, unless I've taken a small amount of pre-workout and I want to get something done, and I just go and crack open a monster. We've also been sent a bunch of rains. I don't know if you can see, but there's a fuck ton of rains in our fridge, so they're so readily available that it's so easy to just go and grab one. But I don't have an energy drink unless I've really only had a little bit of pre-workout that day. Another thing is the half-life of caffeine is 6 hours, so 6 hours after consuming your caffeine, there will still be half the amount of that caffeine in your system. Just something to keep in mind depending on when you take your pre-workout. You might say that caffeine doesn't affect your sleep, blah blah blah. It does. Even if you can fall asleep and you're fine falling asleep, it will affect your sleep quality and your deep sleep and all of that. So keep that in mind as well. Sleep is like the most important thing for recovery. So if you are training late, probably just lay off the caffeine and go for like a non-stim one. Another common question I get asked is, when do I take my pre-workout? I take mine right as I'm leaving the house, and it's like a 15-minute drive to the gym, and then I take about 10 minutes at the gym, going for a wee, finding my machine, setting up, all of that kind of stuff. I start warming up on my first exercise like 25 minutes after taking pre-workout. Dave, on the other hand, he takes it like 15 minutes before we leave the house, but once he gets to the gym, he literally cracks on with his sets like straight away. He literally just like runs into the gym and cracks on. I would say it's sort of like up to you. Depends how long your drive to the gym is, how much food you've had to eat, but definitely don't come into the gym and just take your pre-workout and start, because caffeine takes about 30 minutes to peak anyway. I take that back. I think it's somewhere between 20 minutes and an hour, depending on how hydrated you are, how much food you've got in your system, how big you are, blah blah blah. You can dry scoop, you don't have to dry scoop. Dave, for example, makes a little drink. Loads of people make little drinks. Personally, I just put water in my mouth, I take a sip of water, put the scoop in, swish it around, and then swallow it down with more water. That's how I do it, just because I'm not too fussed to sit there sipping on a drink. That's just my personal preference. I've always done it like that. I regularly get questions about pre-workouts, so do with that information what you will. Let's head to the gym. Let's get a killer leg day in.
Okay, we made it to the gym. We're here. I start off with this leg press variation. Now, I've always struggled to find like either a leg press variation or a squat variation that I am happy to stick to consistently. This is literally one of my biggest struggles. If you followed me like on Instagram or TikTok for like any amount of time, you would know that I literally just switch shit up like 24/7. It's really bad. Since I started coming to this gym, I've sort of just, they've got an amazing leg room, and I've just gone around like the machines and tried each one like for a few sessions, and so far this is like my favorite one. I don't want to jinx anything, but I am literally in love with this machine. Like, mwah, it's beautiful. It's called the Cybex squat press. So if you've got one of those in your gym, which if you go to like a pure gym you won't, but like if you go to some sort of like cool gym, you might have something like this. When I first started using it, I was like loading it up like crazy, or well, crazy for me. I was just like banging on plates, trying to get as many reps as possible with like the most amount of weight. And like where you will like find progress doing that, I decided after a few sessions that I was just going to strip back the weight completely and just focus on like going as deep as possible, pausing at the bottom, and then just like banging out the reps. So like just basically like a nice like slow contraction, stretching the muscle as much as possible, getting as much range of motion. And honestly, since I've started doing that, the pump and like feeling I get in my legs is like something, and like overall like it's a lot less fatiguing systemically. I only ever use like my SBD knee sleeves when I do barbell squats. I'm not too fussed to use them for any other squat or leg press variation, because they are quite tight and they do actually like help with the bounce. So instead I just use these they're like really cheap, thin, stretchy knee sleeves that I can literally just pull over my leg, and I just use these not as a support but just more for like warmth around my knee joint. I started using this last leg session. It's literally just like a pad that you put at your back there, and it kind of like helps with any leg press variation. If you just put it there, it brings your hips closer to this, which means you can just get like a deeper stretch. It would be a bit like wearing squat shoes, which I don't have any good squat shoes, that's why I'm not wearing squat shoes. But if you've got like an elevated heel and you've got like a back like pad pushing you forward, like you're gonna get like the deepest range of motion possible. So that's why I use that, because this is my first movement and it's my biggest movement. This is what I take most seriously in terms of warm-ups. I've got nothing on the machine. I'm literally just gonna do a few reps without anything, just to like warm up my hips and my legs, and then I'll move on to putting on a plate, and then I'll warm up plate by plate. Oh, and I don't wear shoes either for this, sorry. Okay, I've just done my 2 warm-up sets. So I did 1 plate and then I did 2 plates, and I'm gonna put on a 10-kilo plate each side. This will be my working weight, and if it proves to be a little bit too heavy for like the first or second set, I will lower it. I'm pretty sure that's what I did last time. I did 1 set with the 10-kilo plates aside, and then I took 1 off, or it was. This is why I need to be more organised with my training and actually write shit down. Quite common for people to say to put their legs like higher up on the pad, because it's like glute focus and you can also get more drive through your heels. However, my ankles are like mobile enough to get as much quad extension as possible. So I literally have my heel touching like the bottom here, and then I point my toes outwards. I can get as deep as possible. I can get my whole like quad involved, adductor, everything. I'm not fussed about this being glute focused. and I want to get as much knee extension as possible, so that's like what I'm focusing on at the moment. So my feet will be like all the way down here. I honestly, I'm not entirely sure what the rep range is looking like. Anywhere between like 8 and 15. If I get closer to 8, then I will lower the weight on the next set. But if I get closer to 15, I'll up the weight. That's sort of like how I'll like gauge what I need to do. Or because this is such a fresh movement for me and the way I'm doing it, that's why I'm sort of still like in a bit of a, ooh, I don't know what to do, I don't know which weight to go for or how many reps. So that's why it's a bit of like it's kind of like laid back, relaxed at the moment. Oh my God, I literally don't even have music playing. I'm pretty sure I got about like 11 reps, and if I pushed for one more, I probably would have gotten one more, maybe even 2. That's good. That's like where I want to be at. By the way, this leg room is literally half the gym, and it's completely empty. And out there, which is the upper body room, and like there's another little cardio room with some cables in it, is packed. So many people. But here, it feels so free, the fact that there's no one here. I came in, I was like, I've got to do a whole mic'd up session today, and I saw how busy it was. I was like dreading it a little bit. But I came in here, there's fucking no one here, it's great. I honestly think at my gym, like everyone's days are synchronized, because sometimes like out there is dead, but in here it's packed. And then like some days like literally all the push machines are taken, and then some days all the pull machines are taken. So I honestly think everyone that goes to this gym, all of their sessions are like synced up. Oh God, I'm happy with that. I think I got about 10. Literally not a thought behind these eyes. Honestly, I can't even connect any kind of dots. One sec. I literally have no idea what came over me there. I was literally completely like brain dead. Still am, to be fair. I'm gonna do my last set, and then I'm gonna crack on to my next exercise. I always do my exercises like in the same order. I never look at someone and they're using a machine and then go like, oh, okay, I'll just do something else while I'm waiting. But currently Dave is on the Smith machine that I'm using, that I want to use, and my next 2 exercises are on that machine, and I don't want to wait around. Like, he takes ages, honestly. He's got like 3 intense sets, like he'll be there on there for a while. So I'm doing something I don't normally do, and that is I'm doing my last exercise next. I am doing leg extensions, as you can see. Do you want to say hello?
Hi guys.
You're not even a friend.
This is the cutest video I made.
Yeah, I really liked it. I liked it.
It's cute as fuck.
Yeah, it's nice.
Dave's like, it's the cutest video I've seen.
That's Dave's friend, by the way, the guy that I told you has come from Norway. He's a fucking idiot. Fuck that guy. Yeah, that's what I thought. Three sets of these. I don't like doing more than 3 sets on Smith machine, on leg extensions. So I'm just gonna stick to 3 sets. Honestly, I think that if you have the capacity to do one more set and you can recover from it, then why not? I always say this, but why not just do more if you can? Don't push it if you can't, or if you're at risk of injury, or if you can't recover from it, or if it's just going to be junk volume. But if you feel like it's going to be a good productive set, and then you're going to be able to recover from it, then why not just put your muscle under more stress? Why not just do more sets? So many people overthink stuff way too much. Like, you just have to train hard and do your best, and you'll be sweet. Guys, I am this close to completely kicking off. I'm fuming. Dave knew, that I was going to use that Smith machine after him, and like he just forgot basically. Like, he was training, whatever. Some girl came up to him and was like, how many sets you got left? And he was like, oh, only 2. She's now on it. So I've got to wait more. I don't know, like, how many sets of leg extensions can I do? I've done like 3 already. I'm gonna do like 1 more. I just like, well, I don't know how long she's gonna be on it. I'm a little bit annoyed, to be fair. So the guy in the blue t-shirt.
Yes, what?
The guy in the blue t-shirt won't stop slamming stuff.
Looks what?
Won't stop slamming stuff. He literally takes like a 20-kilo plate from standing up here, just throws it on the floor. What the fuck is wrong with him? He's so jarring. Okay, the next exercise is Smith machine good mornings, and when I tell you this is the best hip hinge movement that I've connected with, like muscularly. Like, I've had fun with RDLs and stuff like that, but I always just like feel it like fuck up my back, basically, like my erectors, my lats, and my traps. But like with this Smith machine good morning, I feel like I literally just like push my hips back, and it's like exclusively like glutes and hamstrings. It feels literally incredible. And I think last time I did like 2 sets of 10, so I'm gonna aim to do another set with 10 kilos aside. It literally doesn't, the weight doesn't matter. It's just what matters more at this moment is pushing my muscles to failure. I just focus on keeping my back like as straight as possible and just pushing my hips back, keeping my knees back, and just feeling the stretch of my hamstrings and my glutes. I don't have very mobile hamstrings, so it is actually like a little bit of a painful exercise. But I think I'm actually going to add a little bit of weight. I'm going to add a 2.5 each side, and then I'm going to do more sets. Okay, next exercise is like deficit split squats. So where the leg that's in front is on the platform instead of the one that's behind. First time I did this exercise, I felt like really off and weird. I was like driving through the wrong leg and it all felt a bit uncomfortable, but I'm determined to get the hang of it. So I'm literally just half the weight. I've got a 5 kilo plate each side, and I'm just gonna like take the reps like super slow and just focus on where I'm pushing from. Because when this leg was raised, I was just struggling to like, use this as a stabilizer and not drive through it. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's more just like of a practice instead of like actually taking my muscles to failure, but it does like kill my glutes. Like I literally just go down and the stretch is insane. And I try to not, like I try to put my foot in a position where there's not a lot of knee extension, so a lot of it is just glute. So when you do a split squat, if you have your leg like further back and there's more knee extension, it's gonna be more quad, glute as well, but just more quad. And then if you have it forward, so when you go down, there's not a lot of knee extension, still quad, but more glute. I'm gonna crack on with these sets. I'm gonna be like fumbling about quite a lot though, like you'll see me fumbling about because again, it's just a new exercise and I like don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. That is a fucked exercise. That's fucked. This is the part where I would then do leg extensions, but obviously I've already done them. And that is like my glutes fucked up. Those are like the 3 main movements of my leg day that I'm using to like grow my lower body. And like so far, so good. It's literally been like 2 sessions, but like I just like feel my muscles instead of just like feeling my lower back and fatigue, because that's my problem. I have like crazy mind muscle connection with my back, like literally my lower back, loads of, like it always takes over like my glute movements, but with this like it's honestly, it's like feeling so good, and it's humbling as well. And I find that like I've always been so focused on like the amount of weight that I move, but I've been like really good at like keeping the weight down and just focusing on like contracting my muscles instead. So I'm proud of myself for that, and we'll see how it goes, and hopefully I make the gains that I want to make. My glutes are literally fucked up, so productive, good, happy leg day, good.
Okay, that was my session wrapped up. Unfortunately, it wasn't like the most incredible session I've had. Like I really wanted to take you guys along with like an amazing, perfectly laid out session, but we've got plenty of days to do that in this cut, and I will take you through like so many of my sessions. Overall though, like it felt like a good session. I think when a session is good, it feels like productive. I feel like I've done something to my muscles. I fried my muscles. I'm gonna go eat, I'm gonna go recover. I'm gonna end the video there because it's Dave's birthday today. We're gonna go eat some food with his friends. Thank you guys so much for being here. Love you loads. Hope you liked it. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it.